What is what is our poor grammar right there? Don't know what I was writing. What are imaginary and complex numbers and how to reduce it? How to add and multiply complex numbers, and how to use the quadratic equation. Those are the things that we've covered thus far, correct?
Yes.
Yes, those are. Now, moving on, page 22.
Mother of pearl.
Okay, dividing complex numbers. It sounds complicated, but it's not.
Okay, but like, say you have my one, right?
It's still not complicated.
Don't tell me, Miss Jones.
Still not complicated.
About to have us.
I suck at dividing.
You guys want it to be, but it's not. Okay?
We can make it not.
I'm gonna make it
So
complicated.
dividing
not knowing
complex
how to divide.
numbers is what we're at.
No, I shouldn't even date you.
All right, so in box 1, we're going to write out our steps. Please read and paraphrase. Okay? We're going to write out our lovely steps. Oh, I lied. We're writing out what a conjugate is. We're going to learn it. So a complex conjugate is its twin. For every a plus bi, it has a twin called a minus bi. And then for every a minus bi, it has a twin called a plus bi. The only thing is, we don't call it twin, we call it a conjugate.
Conjugate.
So think about it as its twin. Okay? So for example, if we look here, we have this complex expression, negative 5x plus 4i. Which number is its twin?
1. What?
Which number is its twin?
Wait, which one? Which one do we start with?
3?
It's 3.
It's 3.
3.
Your a is going to stay the same, but what changes? Your I. Did our a change anytime? No, only our I. Or the imaginary part.
Big break.
Okay? Do we all get it?
Yes.
Alright. Cool? Alright, that's the conjugate. It's needed for dividing. Any questions about conjugate? Because it's necessary to divide. Alright, cool. Here are our steps for dividing complex numbers. Okay? So, step 1. Identify the complex conjugate of the denominator. Complex conjugate of the denominator. Not the numerator, but the denominator. Okay? Step 2 is you're going to multiply. Multiply, and you're multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the complex conjugate. Okay? And we already gone over how to multiply, right? Step 3 is to simplify the numerator and the denominator. When you're simplifying, you remember that I squared equals what? Negative 1. Okay? And then 4, we're going to write our final answers in complex number form. A plus bi. And remember, fractions are our friends. We don't want to change our friends. Let them be who they are. Let the fractions be who they are.
Miss Jones, can you come stand by me for a little bit?
You could just move yourself. You do know that's an option, right? You know that. So you choose to sit there.
Because I think you're very stupid.
One more minute to get the steps down.
Why don't you read that this morning?
I'm ready for bed. I'm ready for bed.
Freshmen are so disgusting and everyone.
You never want to eat them.
Well,
I feel a long pocket going
All right, here we go. So we're gonna go through these 4 steps. Y'all are talking, so that means we're ready to go. So we have, what is the quotient of 9 plus 12i divided by 3i? We're gonna go through all 4 steps. So what is step 1? Tell me to do.
Identify the complex conjugate of denominator.
Identify the complex conjugate of our denominator. Our denominator is currently what? 3i. So what is its twin? Negative 3i. So my complex conjugate, you don't have to write it all, but I'm going to, equals negative 3i. Agree? Yeah, you write CC equals negative 3i. Cool? Are you with me? Alright, so we have negative 3i. What does step 2 tell us to do?
multiply numerator and denominator by complex.
Perfect. We're going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by negative 3i. So we have negative 3i times 9 plus 12i. And we have negative 3i times 3i. So, am I distributing or foiling?
Distributing.
I'm distributing. So we have 3i times 9. That gives us
Negative 27i.
negative 27i. Hey, you too. We have negative 3i times 12i. That gives us negative 36i what? Squared. We have negative 3i times positive 3i, and that gives us
Negative 9 squared.
negative 9i squared. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator by our complex conjugate. How do we feel about step 2?
I feel great.
Alright, step 3 is what? Simplify all this. And as I simplify, you need to remember what? I squared equals negative 1. So where I have I squared, they're going to become negative 1. Yes? So do you see why those are no longer I squared, but negative 1s?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to keep going. So now I have negative 27i plus 36 all over positive 9. Cool?
Yeah, cool.
All right, can I keep simplifying?
Yes.
Yes. What is everything divisible by? 9. Everything is divisible by 9. Agree?
Yeah.
I can divide 27 by 9, I can divide 36 by 9, and I can divide 9 by 9. So what is negative 27 divided by 9?
Negative 3i.
What is 36 divided by 9?
4.
And 9 divided by 9 is
1.
1. So do I need to really write that?
No.
No. Cool? Any questions on step 3? Good? Alright. Step 4 is to put it in what form?
A plus bi.
A plus bi. So what do I need to do? I just need to switch locations, right?
Yeah.
So I need to write as 4 minus 3i. And you divide it.
Woo! We did basic.
How we do?
Pretty good.
Doable?
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay. Not mad? No way? Alright, so again, step 1, what's your complex conjugate? Step 2, multiply the numerator and denominator by the complex conjugate. Step 3 is to simplify. Step 4 is to write it in complex number form. A plus bi. Cool? Alright, we're gonna do a harder one.
No.
Oh, God.
Yay.
You're fine. Remember, the boxes are just to help you organize. They're not necessary if you're an organizer.
Ooh, that's so good.
Alright, here's our bigger one. So again, step 1 is what is our complex conjugate?
Is it negative 3 minus 4i?
Do I change the A?
No, you don't.
So it's 3.
It's 3 minus 4i. So our complex conjugate is 3 minus 4i. Good? Anyone's like, I don't know how you got that. If you don't, go back to box 1 and look at it. Alright, step 2 is to do what?
Yeah,
Multiply.
it should be 4.
So 3 minus 4i times 5 minus 2i over 3 minus 4i times 3 plus 4i. What multiplication technique are we using here? Foil. Foil your lives away. Start foiling. Get to it.
Yes, ma'am.
Every time I do it with foil, it doesn't help.
Well, practice makes perfect.
I'm talking about the real thing.
Oh, be quiet. Hey Jay, that isn't like foiling. It looks like a phone by your thigh.
There'll be a little fun on that.
I was looking at something.
We know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna start. How'd your foil go? Good. Step 3 is to clean that bad boy up. So, we got 15 minus 26, I minus 8 over 9 plus 16. And why is that? Why did I write minus 8 instead of plus 8?
I swear.
Because I squared is negative 1, and a negative times a positive is a negative. And instead of writing negative 16, I wrote a positive 16. I'm going to keep simplifying here. I have 15 minus 8 is
7.
minus 26i over 9 plus 16 is
25.
25. I don't think they have anything in common between those three numbers. No. So then step 4 is to write it in what form?
A.
A plus bi. So yes, that means we're separating our two terms. So we have 7 over 25 minus 26 over 25i. And that is our final answer. And fractions are our friends.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes?
Yes.
Anyone's like, this is not gonna work.